When friends leave, how to keep living with meaning. An opening note of reflection. Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Before we journey together through love, loss, and new beginnings, I invite you to join this circle of kindred hearts. Like this video if it touches your soul, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss another story of meaning and hope. Today, I want to speak from the heart about something deeply human and profoundly heavy: the loss of friends who walked alongside us through life's journey. For many of us, losing a peer isn't just about someone who shared laughter or morning walks. It is losing a piece of our personal history, someone who knew us before the world gave us new labels: grandparent, retired manager, or former this and that. When friends begin to leave one by one, it can feel like standing alone on the stage of life, the lights dimming, and much of the audience gone home. But what if I told you that life's meaning doesn't end when those we love leave? What if it grows in the space they leave behind through memories, through us? Today, let's explore how we can embrace this transition with grace, hope, and purpose. The awakening moment. Retirement is a profound life transition. Alongside new freedoms, it often brings unexpected emotional challenges. One of the hardest is facing the loss of our peers, those who shared our stories, our milestones, and our daily lives. This experience can stir feelings of loneliness, sadness, and even fear of what's next. But it's also an invitation to reimagine what connection means, to find new sources of meaning, and to honor the legacy of those who have gone before us. In this conversation, we'll explore insights from leading experts in aging and psychology, voices like Dr. Robert Waldinger, Dr. Lavra Karstensen, Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, and others who have dedicated their lives to understanding how we thrive in later years. We'll also share practical strategies to help you navigate grief, build new relationships, and transform memories into lasting legacies. By the end, you'll have tools and hope to move forward with heart and purpose. The awakening of curiosity. To begin, let's look at what science tells us about aging, loss, and meaning. Dr. Robert Waldinger, who leads the Harvard study of adult development, the longest study on happiness and well-being, found that the quality of our relationships is the strongest predictor of a long, fulfilling life. Not wealth, not fame, but deep, meaningful connections. When we lose friends, especially those who have journeyed with us through decades, it's not just a social loss. It's a loss of identity and shared history. Dr. Lavra Karstensen's research on socio-emotional selectivity theory shows that as we age, we become more selective about our relationships, focusing on those that bring the most emotional meaning. This selectivity is natural and adaptive. It helps us prioritize what truly matters. But what happens when many of those meaningful relationships fade through loss? Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, an expert on life transitions, reminds us that grief is not just an event, but a process, a transition that requires time, reflection, and new meaning-making. And Dr. Becca Levy's work highlights how our beliefs about aging shape our experience of it. If we see aging as a time of decline and loss, we may feel stuck in sadness. But if we embrace aging as a stage of growth and contribution, our resilience and well-being improve. So the science is clear: loss is painful and real, but it also opens a door to new ways of connecting, new purposes, and new meanings. Insight 1. Allowing grief space to breathe. Our first strategy is simple yet profound. Allow your grief the space to breathe. We live in a culture that often tells us to be strong, to move on quickly. But as Dr. Nancy Schlossberg teaches, transitions like losing friends need time and room for reflection, not rushing past. Here's how you can practice this. Set aside quiet moments to honor your feelings. Write letters to your departed friends. Speak to their photos. Visit places you shared with them. These acts are not signs of weakness, but of love and respect. Sharing stories about your friends with younger family members, your children, or grandchildren can also be healing. It keeps their memory alive and connects generations. And remember, it's okay to feel sadness. As Dr. Waldinger says, grief is the price we pay for love. Feeling it deeply is proof of the bonds that mattered. By embracing grief rather than resisting it, you allow healing to begin and prepare your heart for what comes next. Insight 2. Cultivating new connections without replacing. Next, let's talk about building new connections, not to replace those lost, but to enrich your life in new ways. Dr. Lovra Carstensen's research shows that older adults become more intentional about relationships, seeking quality over quantity. This selectivity means new friendships can be deeply rewarding. You don't have to rush. Start small. Join a book club, a gentle exercise class, or a community garden group. These spaces offer natural opportunities to meet people with shared interests. Consider becoming a mentor in your community. Sharing your wisdom with younger generations creates a meaningful bridge between past and future. Even simple gestures, a smile, a greeting to a neighbor can open doors to new friendships. Dr. Ken Deichtwald, a pioneer in aging studies, reminds us that social engagement is a key to vitality. It fuels our sense of belonging and purpose. So gently open your heart to new connections. They won't replace your old friends, but they will add new colors to your life's canvas. Insight 3. Transforming memories into living legacies. Our third approach is about transformation, turning memories into legacies. Dr. Richard Leider, a leading expert on purpose, says a meaningful life goes beyond us. When we honor those who have passed by continuing their values and passions, we create a lasting impact. You might create a memory book filled with stories and photos, or start a blog or video tribute, sharing your friends' lives and lessons. Planting a garden or tree in their honor is a beautiful living symbol of remembrance. Volunteering for causes your friends cared about, whether it's a local shelter, a school, or an environmental group, extends their spirit through your actions. Naming these acts after your friends keeps their presence alive. This is not about holding on to the past, but about weaving their gifts into your present and future. Insight 4. Embracing purpose in retirement. Beyond grief and connection, finding or renewing purpose is vital. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg highlights that retirement is a major life transition that challenges our sense of identity. Dr. Mo Wang's research on retirement adjustment shows that those who engage in purposeful activities, whether creative, social, or educational, experience better mental health. Ask yourself, what brings you joy? What have you always wanted to explore? What talents or skills can you share? Purpose can be as simple as caring for a pet, joining a class, or helping a neighbor. Dr. Richard Leider urges us to discover our life's work even after formal careers end. Purpose fuels resilience, giving us a reason to rise each day with hope. Insight 5. Cultivating a positive mindset toward aging. Our fifth strategy focuses on mindset. Dr. Becca Levy's groundbreaking research shows that how we think about aging profoundly affects our health and longevity. If we internalize negative stereotypes, seeing aging as decline, we may experience more health problems and lower well-being. But if we embrace positive views, seeing aging as a time of growth, wisdom, and contribution, we improve our resilience. Practice gratitude daily. Celebrate small joys. Notice your strengths and achievements. Surround yourself with positive influences, people, books, podcasts that uplift and inspire. Dr. Waldinger reminds us that mental and emotional health are deeply linked to how we perceive ourselves. By cultivating a hopeful, positive mindset, you nurture your inner strength and open the door to joyful living. The final light. Let's deepen our understanding with some advanced insights. Dr. Robert Waldinger's research emphasizes that the brain remains plastic throughout life, meaning it can grow and adapt even in later years. This neuroplasticity means we can learn new skills, form new habits, and reshape our emotional responses. Dr. Lovra Carstensen's work also highlights that older adults have a heightened ability to regulate emotions, focusing more on positive experiences. This emotional wisdom helps us navigate loss with greater grace. Dr. Mo Wong's studies on retirement adjustment reveal that those who find ways to integrate their past identities with new roles experience smoother transitions. And Dr. Nancy Schlossberg's transition theory reminds us that adaptation involves 4 S's: situation, self, support, and strategies. By understanding these elements, we can better manage the complexities of retirement and loss. Science shows us that aging does not mean decline. It means transformation, growth, and the opportunity for new beginnings. From knowing to becoming, as we come to the close of this conversation, let's reflect on the journey. Loss is real, and grief is a testament to love. But within that grief lies a path forward, one where we honor memories, build new connections, find renewed purpose, and cultivate a mindset of hope. You are not alone on this path. Many have walked it before you, guided by science and the wisdom of lived experience. Dr. Becca Levy reminds us that our beliefs shape our reality. Choose to believe in growth, connection, and meaning. Dr. Waldinger's words echo in our hearts. Good relationships keep us happier and healthier. So embrace the light that remains, the love that endures, and the life you still have to live. Until the next reflection before we part, I want to leave you with a question to carry with you. What legacy will you create from the love you've known and the losses you've endured? Will you let your memories inspire new stories, new friendships, new purposes? You have the power to transform grief into growth, loneliness into connection, and endings into new beginnings. I invite you to take one small step today. Write a letter to a friend you've lost. Share a story with someone younger. Join a community group or try something new. Reach out, connect, create. As Dr. Richard Leider says, purpose is the reason you journey. Passion is the fire that lights the way. You are still on your journey, still lighting the way, not just for yourself, but for those who come after. I'm Ordinary People, your fellow traveler and neighbor in this stage of life. Let's keep living with open hearts and bright spirits. Because what is remembered lives, and what is lived with love lasts forever. If this story has stirred memories or sparked hope, give it a like so others may find it too. Share your reflections in the comments. Your voice could comfort someone today. And subscribe to walk with us through more stories of love, purpose, and the beauty of aging with grace.